What's going on, everybody? Got the Peter Mckinnon Everyday Backpack right here in this box. I was part of the Kickstarter. This thing took years to get here. I think I funded the Kickstarter about 2 years ago, and went through the pandemic. Nomatic had all sorts of problems, and finally this thing arrived on my doorstep. So I don't actually remember even what I bought. I know it's the backpack. I don't remember the cubes. I don't remember if I bought some other accessories or not. I can't even remember, it was so long ago. So I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to do some quick testing, give you a first impression. I'm going to compare it to the bigger Peter Mckinnon backpack, and we're going to dive in. Let's go. All right, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kendrick Dish. On this channel, we look at tech stuff, including cameras and the bags that we use to haul this shit around. This is Peter Mckinnon backpack. I just got it. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. I don't even remember what's in here. So let's take a quick second to unbox what I got. Of course, you got Peter McKinnon's pirate logo on the bag itself, on the bag that the bag comes in. Nothing else in here. Let's get rid of that. Now, before I get going, I have looked at this bag in person. I got my hands on it at Vid Summit late last year. I took a little video of that, but I didn't feel like that bag, that was a prototype, you know? And so I wanted to wait until I got my hands on the actual bag to do a first impressions. So here we go. This is the Peter Mckinnon Everyday Camera Backpack. This, I can already tell, it feels a little different than the bigger backpack. It feels like it's made out of a different material, which is interesting. I thought it was the same material. All black, looks good. A little bit of a branding right there. Got your straps. Got your tag. Handle up here, very comfy handle, very much similar to the bigger backpack. Straps are supposedly improved. We'll test that out. Quick look at the back padding. Very raised, some raised padding, some raised foam. You got your luggage strap, which is great. A lot of bags, for some reason, don't have a luggage strap there. So that's awesome. Pirate Life logo. Right, let's get that in the light. Let's get that right up there so you can see. There we go. Okay. Let's go straight for the glory and get inside the main compartment and see what all I got. It looks like what I ordered is the divider set. So they also have the little packing cubes, not packing cubes, but the little camera cubes, and they have like a medium-sized one or two small ones that you can put in there. Looks like I went for the divider set, but that's the setup as it comes out of the box. As you know, you can flip this guy down and access that area for your other stuff, or you can get it up there and it's held in place with magnets. That's held. If you're not familiar with this bag, it does have an adjustable laddering type system. So if I take these two out, I can pop this guy down like that, and I have a lot more access to this pocket. We access that from the front. We access that from this pocket, and you can see that I got quite a bit of space to put stuff in there. I could put one of those camera cubes, one of the smaller camera cubes would fit in there, so I could put that up here and access the gear if I so chose. I think most of the time when I'm carrying my camera gear, I want enough of it that I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that down, so I'm probably going to carry my gear like this with these guys stuff back in here, just like so. This is pretty prominent. I think I would cut this off immediately. You know, don't want that. It stands out like crazy, so get rid of that. These pockets have some depth to them a little bit, so you're gonna be able to put batteries in there. Looks like I got a couple of straps here to keep, where do these go? I guess I put these here and here. All right, now I've got a strap right there on the front of this bag that I can, the zippers on the larger Peter Mckinnon bag can be a little tough to get around sometimes, around these corners especially. So I want to test these guys. There's a tricky spot right there. I don't know what's going on with that. But there's definitely a spot right there that is catching. It was definitely catching right there. You can kind of see there's this lip that comes out, and that's where it was catching. That's on the inside, but mine was catching pretty well right there. So maybe that's just a temporary catch. And it also wasn't that big of a deal. One of the interesting things about this ladder system is that the entire ladder thing, this compartment and this top shelf here, can all come out completely. And then you can just have a kind of a cavernous space to put everything. So what I want to do is I want to first do a little size comparison against the bigger Peter Mckinnon bag. So let's get this guy all zipped up. Let's get this thing set right there. Let's pull out the bigger Peter Mckinnon backpack, this guy. And this gives you a size comparison. Obviously the larger travel backpack is a lot bigger. One thing I'm noticing right away is that the Everyday Backpack sits upright very, very well. Whereas this bag leans quite a bit. And I know that's probably, or I'm pretty sure that's probably because there's a lot more stuff on this bag expands out from here, but the bottom doesn't expand out. So you end up expanding, but you get a little top heavy. And I think that's probably all it is. But it's something to be aware of if you're trying to choose between two bags, is that this bag has a little bit of a tougher time standing up. This one stands up perfectly. Also, on the Peter Mckinnon, on the travel bag, let's look at the tops. On the Peter Mckinnon travel bag, the handle is at the very top on the, it's kind of on the outside of the back access. On the Everyday Pack, it's built in just above the backpack straps, and it's part of the back that lifts out. Now that seems to me to be a minor difference, but depends on your hand holding position. You may like to have the handle on the outside of the back, or you might like it on the back. I would need to do some more testing to see if one's a lot better than the other. I'm not sure. The texture of the bags is quite a bit different. This one feels like almost like a pleather sort of a thing. It's very smooth. Feels like fake leather. I don't know if you ever know what that feels like, but this bag feels different, and you can feel the texture. Let's get a real close up on that. You can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a real grid-like pattern on this, and it doesn't quite feel as plastic leathery. I think I like this one better than this one. We didn't talk about the water bottle pockets. That's actually a very large water bottle pocket. I want to test and see if I can fit a really big water bottle in there. This is a 46-ounce Yeti, large jug. I think it's going to fit in here. That fits perfectly. This is one of the first bags I've tried to fit this into, and it fits great. Let me quickly just test the water bottle pocket on this bigger travel guy. Okay, surprise, surprise. It does fit in there as well. It seems a little tighter, which is interesting. It means the water bottle pocket on the smaller bag is a little bigger. That's really interesting. One of the major differences is that the travel bag has side access, but you'll notice that the Everyday Pack has water bottle pockets on both sides, which means no side access. This one has a water bottle on one side and side access on the other. So take that as you will. There's no rain fly included, but I think you can buy that separately. Ooh, one thing I just noticed is that my buckle actually already came loose right there. You can see it came loose. Maybe I didn't actually have it on there well, but I'll keep my eye on that and see if that happens again. I do want to point out that this pocket up top that you access only goes halfway down. So it's not a full open. You just have access to this section here. And you, like I said, you can expand how big this section is, and you could potentially access everything in the bag from the top if you wanted. Okay, forgive that jump cut. I lost a little bit, my microphone battery died, and I lost a little bit of footage, so I'm just jumping ahead a little bit, and we'll circle back and get that other couple of points. So what I've done is I filled this up with my typical camera kit that I might take with me for this kind of bag, and I walked around a little bit, wanted to see how comfortable this bag really was, see if I noticed anything about it that was any sort of problem. So a couple things about the comfort. Let's take a look at these straps. The straps are pretty well padded. I didn't find any concern about the straps themselves. They're easily adjustable, and they do have the little strap holder loops to keep your straps nice and tidy. It does have an adjustable sternum strap, and you can change the position of the sternum strap. I did change it a few times. I found a little lower to be better for me, and I let my wife try the bag on and walk around for a minute, and she felt like the straps themselves were a little too close together on her neck, and I didn't feel that way about them, but I wonder if she was feeling the fact that this handle, you can see clearly this handle is on the straps themselves, and so it's kind of up against your back, and I wonder if that's what she was feeling. It does have the option of putting a waist belt on here that is sold separately. I don't really think for a bag this size, a waist belt is very necessary. But for some people, they may like that, and that's a good option for them. Well, let's dive in to see how much stuff actually fits in here. We're starting with the laptop pocket. It's a fairly large pocket. It says it holds a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's pretty roomy, holds, I would guess, a decently sized laptop. I don't know, maybe you guys with a 17-inch thick laptop, probably, you guys are on a different planet than me, but maybe, probably not. But here's the laptop and how, size comparison. You can see this is the iPad Air. There's still quite a bit of room in there. So that's good. You notice I have the Joby Gorilla Pod in here, and what I noticed was that this water bottle holder and tripod holder is so big that it's pretty loose. And so I took the strap that was provided and I put it on this section that's there, and I put it on the front, and then I looped it around to hold that tripod right in place. And that worked out pretty well. I also noticed that this buckle is the kind that you can lock. You can unlock it, adjust the length, and then snap that back in, and your length won't adjust. So that's really great. Now that tripod's not going anywhere. Perfect. One of the things my wife said was that with both of these flaps out like this, and when I was wearing it, it was definitely like I had wings or some kind of jetpack situation going on. So if you're walking around with both of these out and extended, just know that you're like pretty wide at that point, and it feels like you might have some kind of jetpack. It's real jetpacky. You know, who knows? You might like that. Well, so that got me curious about this water bottle pocket, which again, I've got my 46 ounce giant Yeti thermos in there, but I wondered, can it hold a smaller water bottle without the water bottle being, you know, falling out? So standard size 16 ounce water bottle, drop it in there. I mean, it fits in there. You can see it's pretty loose in there. If I tip this up, that water bottle is going to fall out. So I don't know if I've just stretched this thing out so tight that, or so much that it won't hold anymore, but it's kind of like either extra large or minimal. And I don't think a smaller water bottle, not that you hang your bag upside down that much, it's not going to fall out, but just be aware that this is a pretty gigantic water bottle holder, and it's not fit to size exactly. Those magnets are nice though. It looks a lot better with the flaps down. It's a lot better looking bag. So what else do I got in here? Let's go to the top section. So you can see right there, I've got a couple things in here. Got my sunglasses, which you always need sunglasses, and I got the Nomatic Tech organizer in there, and it fits pretty well. But this is not the everyday Peter Mckinnon version. This is just the regular Nomatic version. And I'll do a video about this if you're interested. Hit subscribe so you know when this video comes out, because I'm going to do a video about it. I'm going to compare it to the Peak Design organizer. But that's all I was able to fit in that space. In this pocket, I got a couple things. Again, I guess just like think about this, think about the usage of this. If you have this open and you zip that open and your stuff, it's just going to kind of fall out like that. Look, everything I just had in there fell out. I don't know that that's like so great. I wonder if it'd be interesting to have a zipper here also, so that you could get in and out either way. Like you could have a zipper here and get in, or you could have a zipper here and get in from the top. Just a thought. But here's what I was able to get in there. I got chapstick and a mouse and a flashlight. This is the Anchor Boulder flat, USB powered, USB rechargeable flashlight. And this thing is awesome. It's very, very bright, and it's USB rechargeable, so you don't have to keep filling with batteries. And you usually have some way of charging USB devices. So there's a link for this in the description, but I really like this one. It's pretty lightweight too. All right, that's it for that pocket. Again, that zipper worked out pretty well. Still liking the texture of this. Let's see how much camera gear fit in there. And remember, you don't have to flip the straps back to get into the bag. You just unzip and the whole thing comes with it. So starting with these pockets, I just threw something quick in there. I got a SD card envelope, and I got a spare battery that's a Fuji battery. You can obviously see I could fit a lot more stuff in here. I just didn't have more stuff handy to fit in there, but there is some depth to these pockets, a little bit anyway. And now you can see how much stuff I got in there. Oops, don't leave. All right, so camera kit, Fuji X-T4 with some lenses. There are 5 lenses in here. Let's pull them out. One, this is the 16 to 55. This is the tallest lens that I think would fit in here. If you got something, the larger lenses, you got to lay them on their side. This is the tallest one you can fit upright. Another Fuji lens, another smaller. These are tiny, so there's 2 of these in there. And the camera body has a lens attached. So there's 5 lenses in a body. One of the things I wanted to test was, does the gripped body fit in there? And it does not. I think I could get it zipped, but I feel like that puts a lot of pressure on the camera, and I just don't like that. It's the same situation with the Peter Mckinnon travel backpack. It's not deep enough for a body with a grip. You got to take the grip, you got to take the lens off and lay the camera flat. So that is a key decision for a lot of people. Otherwise, I've got the charger, I've got the grip itself in here, a little microphone. This is the Deity Duo, great little just vlogging type microphone. And I've got my filter kit, neutral density filters. That's it for all that I was able to fit in here. I feel like there is a couple more inches of space, but the bag is 25 liters, and that's about how much 25 liters of stuff is. I'm gonna do a longer review of this, but I gotta use this bag for a while. I gotta travel with it a little bit. I gotta get it in and out of my car a few times, and that way I'll have something more to say. But if you're into bags, look at this video right here. I got other bag reviews on this channel, a lot of camera backpacks and a lot of travel bags, because that's the stuff I'm interested in. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you guys on the next one.